Good morning and happy Sunday, and I actually did things quite differently today. So, full disclosure, right now, I really should be at St. Mary Mother for church. And I'm not. So, crazy story. There's actually something going on later this afternoon here in Elmira that I'm going to be going to. And normally on a Sunday, that I'm not at the lake, I would go to church, St. Mary Mother, and hang out with my folks the rest of the day. But with that thing going on later in Elmira, I thought, you know what, I'll just go to church here. There's literally a church half a mile away from where I am, so I'll just go there. But here's the thing. I wake up and I look at the time, what time church at? 9 o'clock? And keep in mind, it was like 8:10 as soon as I got out of bed. And on top of all that, I wanted to walk there because, I'm trying to save gas and stuff. So I wound up going, I made the church in plenty of time. And it was just different. Again, I was ready to do the video and everything, but you know what? Why not? Just walk to the church and just walk back. But, actually, let me get to my low behind my active kindness. My low is that yesterday was probably the best day I've had since my reunion journey, Pauline. Remember how I said after my reunion, 2024 could have ended and I would have said it was a great year? I'm glad that's not the case because you have stuff like the Halloween party I went to yesterday that was just awesome. And makes me glad that there's still a lot left to look forward to in 2024. Not to mention Halloween is in a few days. Yay! Got football going on, holiday season, awesome. Honestly, my low is the fact that yesterday was over. Although I was drained yesterday. I could barely do. If you saw my live log last night on Facebook, you would know that I could barely stay awake. My eyes were closed during I was about ready to keel over and fall asleep. That party just took a lot out of me. So the fact that I was completely drained and I slept in like I normally do on Sundays, but I had to immediately get up and walk all the way to church. The fact that I was able to do all that is incredible. And yes, before anyone's wondering, my high is obviously the party yesterday, but that's only part of it. Actually, before I continue, I gotta do my act of kindness, which was, I brought some things to the Halloween party I went to. A couple jars of pickles, made guacamole and French onion dip, and my mom and I made a pumpkin that had a lollipop sticking out of it. It was really awesome. We made lollipop shaped like ghosts. So, before I get into my NFL picks, you're not going to believe what happened on my way back from church. So, first of all, after church, there was a rummage sale and bake sale going on. I stayed there a few minutes to check it out. And remember, I walked to church, so I'm walking back. Now, I walk back, and this is something that I do pass every now and again, but I never give much thought to it. I walked past the Chemung County Board of Elections. And I'm reading the sign on the building, and a guy walks up to me and says, "You want to vote? Early voting just started yesterday." I'm like, "Wait, for the election?" He's like, "Yeah." So, long story short, I voted. That's awesome. I early voted. I already got it done. It's awesome. My conscience is clear. The election isn't until another week and I already voted. This is awesome. Now on election day, I won't need to worry about doing it because I already voted. It was awesome. A bit of a wait. There was actually kind of a line for voting, actually. Right, I'm sure a bunch of you guys are going to wonder who I voted for. Look, I never want to talk about stuff like this because I'm not really good at it. Like, there's plenty of people on the internet much more qualified to talk about these things than I am. I mean, I have shared my political views doing these videos before, and nothing's really changed. I think I'll probably get more of that on the actual day of the election, provided that the Hot Ones episode that's going to be coming out that week doesn't take, well, actually it's going to take priority. I don't know, I'll get to it eventually. But yeah, long story short, I voted. Already got it done. So, with all that taken care of, now, like, between going to church, voting, and then getting this video uploaded, I mean, it'll definitely kill some time. I mean, that thing I'm going to isn't until 2 o'clock this afternoon, but it's not very far from where I am, and obviously it's going to be a little later than, 1. It'll be after 1 when I, start heading over. But for the most part, yeah, this is awesome. Let's get to my NFL picks for today, shall we? Okay. I love that. I'm so thankful that I have the foresight to write down the number of picks I have for today on this sheet, if you can't tell. Don't worry, I'll bring it closer after I make my picks. So, let's see. Packers and the Jaguars. Packers. Cardinals and Dolphins. I don't know, man. The Cardinals have been really good lately. Yeah, I'll pick the Cardinals. Why not? No, I'll pick the Dolphins. Wait, is Tua still out? Yeah, you know what? I'll pick the Cardinals. Why not? Jets and Patriots. Jets. Ravens and Browns. Ravens. Eagles and Bengals. Eagles. Colts and Texans. Texans. Titans and Lions. Oh, that's easy. Lions. Falcons and Buccaneers. You know what? I'm going to pick the Tampa Bay Buccaneers for that game. Let's see. Saints and the Chargers. Chargers. Bills and the Seahawks. Please, of course I'm picking the Bills. The thing I'm going to later today, I'm going to be surrounded by the Bills Mafia. Hell, I was surrounded by the Bills Mafia all last night, and it was awesome. Remember, again, to be clear, I'm a Cowboys fan. The team I always root for, though, is the Bills Mafia. Okay? There we go. Bears and Commanders. I'm going to give it to the Commanders. Chiefs and the Raiders. Chiefs. Panthers and Broncos. Broncos. And now we have tonight's game. It's funny that I just mentioned the Cowboys and, now I have to do what I'm going to do. Listen, I'm a Cowboys fan, but after how we got thoroughly thrashed by Detroit, I will never expect the Cowboys to do anything ever again. In fact, I'm going to level with you. The 49ers are going to beat us. I mean, last time I picked the Cowboys against the 49ers thoroughly crushed us. And, I mean, listen, I know we were injured against Detroit, but we still wound up losing. A loss is still a loss no matter what the circumstances are. So I'm going to do the smart thing and just pick the 49ers to win. There. My conscience. Listen, if I wind up being wrong about the Cowboys and the Cowboys win, no one's going to be more shocked or happy than I am. But listen, the 49ers just literally came back from the Super Bowl. Yeah, their season started off slow, but I really do think the 49ers are going to be a contender in the playoffs. In fact, I'm pretty sure that, I know the other day I said we're going to have like a Lions-Vikings NFC championship. I would not hesitate to put the 49ers up for contention as well. Because the 49ers are definitely deserving of all the praise they get. So, yeah. I'm picking the 49ers. Let me show you my picks for today. Okay. So, yeah, this is awesome. I already got, wow, this is actually kind of nice. So like this. Yeah, I don't know, it feels, this is more intimate. This is more open and such. So, yeah, man, yesterday was such a really great day. Fantastic party I went to. There was a bunch of party games where kids had to race to drop plates for tic-tac-toe. There was one game where like two people were going against each other and like there was a cup in front of you, right? And there was someone yelling, because you couldn't grab the cup unless you were supposed to. Basically, it's a race to see who can grab the cup before the other person. But in the interim, there was someone yelling, head, against your head, shoulders, knees, shoulders, knees. Like basically, they're doing that the entire time, and then we say cup, you gotta grab it. And that's what I did. Although, there was a couple times where, like, when I was playing this game, I was locked in. Like, I was really locked in. Like, my eyes were, like, closed the entire... There was one time, I swear to you, my eyes were closed the entire time. Because I was so locked in into listening to what was going on. So, the guy's like, head, shoulders, head, knees, shoulders, head, shoulders, cup. Like, my eyes were closed the entire time. I just grabbed the cup. There was literally several times I grabbed the cup and I wound up breaking it. They were like red Solo cups, so it's not like they were anything fragile or anything, or anything special. You know, again, they're red Solo cups. You know what? That's how they were. Yeah, those games. There was one game that sadly I had to be a part of where they tied a string around me and they attached article of food at the end of the other string, and so you had to like get that piece of food into your mouth. I'm not going to say what food it was. Sadly, I was literally strung into doing it. So, and of course that's when my parents show up. So, yeah, that was wonderful. But I had a wonderful time. I mean, it was great seeing everybody. I'm going to be seeing a lot of those people today as well at that thing I'm going to later. Let's see, what else? The food was phenomenal. There was there was a couple of sheet pizzas from Pudgy's, ham sliders. Somebody bought soup and breadsticks from Olive Garden. It was a chicken gnocchi soup. I mentioned earlier I brought my guacamole, some pickles, some French onion dip, and that one pumpkin that had the lollipops in it. They were blow pops, actually. Someone made cowboy caviar, which is phenomenal. Someone brought the buffalo chicken wing dip, and I kid you not, this is what I did. So I took a couple tortillas. Listen, between my guacamole and the buffalo chicken wing dip and the cowboy caviar, there was like tortilla chips everywhere. So what I did was took a bunch of tortilla chips, took the buffalo chicken wing dip because there's cheese in it, cowboy caviar, my guacamole, and I made nachos. I'm not gonna lie, those are pretty sick nachos. It was awesome. Man, now I'm in the mood for that again. I mean, I guess I could go to the store and make guacamole, but to make the guacamole that I make is like, I need like several hours to do it. Not to mention, if I were to go to the store right now and get avocados, depending on how far along they are in terms of ripeness, I wouldn't be able to make it anyway. It is what it is. All in all, though, I had a phenomenal day yesterday. Lots of fun. My one low is the fact that it was over. It was a pretty simple thing. It was eventful, but it was also simple at the same time. Like, as great as the activities were, as great as the food was, the important thing is I was surrounded by a whole bunch of wonderful people. And that will always be worth more than anything. And honestly, and this is another thing that kind of bothers me too. I wish stuff like this happened more often. Unfortunately, that's not always the case. I mean, if I have to trudge through a lot of mundane, boring days to get to days like yesterday and today and easily on Halloween and stuff like that, you know what? All right. Honestly, it's a lesson in me. It's a lesson in being patient. It's patience. But, it's a lesson that I do know, but sometimes you forget. And when you do get to those great times, it just makes it all the more worthwhile. So I'm pumped for this week. Not to mention we have senior night at Horsehead. That's going to be awesome. This should be a pretty solid week. I'm really looking forward to it. Hope y'all like this video. If you like this, on YouTube channel, follow social media. As always, after helping this video, for you guys watching, enjoy for them. Hopefully you have a wonderful, wonderful, wonderful Sunday. Happy Sunday, everyone. And remember, if you guys want to talk and chat, always be here to lend and always be back. Take care and make good choices. 607 all day, baby.